Hey everybody, today I came across the Oh Say Can You Say Dinosaur book. Now this is quite interesting because this is not written nor illustrated by Dr. Seuss, but it's part of the Cat in the Hat Learning Library beginner's book. And there are many series of these. I have another one, Have You Seen My Dinosaur? And as you can see, it's not written or illustrated by Dr. Seuss, but it's just part of the beginner's books. I believe this was back in 2010. Let's see all the printing dates here. First got the logo, so TM 2010. This is part of, I believe, PBS Kids. If I can zoom in right there. As you can see, it's part of PBS Kids. So by Bonnie Worth, illustrated by Steve Huffell. I do apologize if I butchered that name. Starts off with, I'm the Cat in the Hat. You have met me before. Today I will speak of the great dinosaur. Dinosaurs lived on Earth long ago, before you and me. So how do we know? From fossils, dinosaur teeth, eggs, and bone got stuck in the muck. Then that muck turned to stone. These fossils are old. They are dusty and worn because they are made long before you were born. And you gotta check out this illustration here. For something back in 2010, pretty good condition. He's in a hot air balloon ride. Not hundreds of years, not thousands of years, but millions of years, long before you were born. Dinosaur hunters dig in the ground all over the earth. These fossils are found. The hunters use tools to chip all day. The fossils come loose, then they pack them away. Look at that pickaxe he's using. Fossils can crumble because they are old, so dinosaur hunters must first make a mold. So they find them and then they make a mold. And then they're stacking rocks back there. To the dinosaur labs, every bone, tooth, and bit is carefully shipped to see how they fit. And look how big that bone is compared to the cat. I'm not sure if that's part of a tooth. Is this a leg bone? Maybe a muzzle. It's crazy, mixed up dinosaur puzzle. You know, the one thing I did notice is Dr. Seuss, a lot of the characters seem to come from Whoville. I was safe to say that the Cat in the Hat himself came down from Whoville. Step up and enter the museum hall where dinosaurs stand, some big, some are small. Here we will play the best of all games. Oh, say, can you say the dinosaurs' names? And even back then, they had a little ticketing system right there. Take care of your father, sweet Sally, dear Dick. These long words can make even grown-ups feel sick. And after you've said them, you then get to see them in the Cat in the Hat Super Dino Museum. Dinosaur names are not easy to read, but give it a try. I will help if you need. Oh, say, can you say Ankylosaurus? With a club for a tail and a back full of spikes, this dino was strong, like an army tank. Yikes. And that's the name of the dinosaur. Ankylosaurus. And I believe that's thing 1 and thing 2. Now can you say Myosauro? There's one thing we know that this dino did best. She kept her kids cozy and safe in their nests. She kept the nest tidy. She got the kids food. She was a good mother, her dino brood. Myosaura. Now say, can you say, Now say Tyrannosaurus Rex. You said that quite nicely. Now you better go. T-Rex is no kitten. I think you should know. And that's the classic T-Rex with the short arms. This T-Rex was strong, with long teeth sharp as knives. When most dinos saw him, they ran for their lives. T-Rex was a hunter. He hunted for meat. Other dinosaurs were his idea of a treat. Carnivore is the name that we give to dinos like this, who ate meat to live. You know, there's a theory that dinosaurs were dragons or birds, and those arms were really wings. Now, if you shape them correctly, it does kind of look like a dragon. Triceratops. Look at that. Oh, say, can you say? Triceratops. This dinosaur's head had 3 horns upon it, sticking up out of the hard sort of bonnet. But though he was smaller and not half a fierce, his head was too hard, so T-Rex teeth to pierce. So his head was too hard for T-Rex teeth to pierce. So after a few dozen snaps at his face, T-Rex looked for dinner in some other place. Oh, say, can you say Apatosaurus? I've gotten this rather tall ladder here for us to see eye to eye with Apatosaurus. And I'm probably saying these words wrong. These dinos' long necks reach up high into trees where they fed on green leaves just as much as they'd please. Herbivore is the name we give to dinos like these who ate plants to live. Can you say Brachiosaurus? Okay, let's try this again. Can you say Brachiosaurus? This dino was taller than 51 feet. And just how much food do you think he could eat? Nearly as much as a truckload of hay is what he would gobble day after day. Look how long his neck is. That's how he grew to this size. As you can see, or as you see, the cat in the hat just comes up to his knee. He's nowhere as smart as you or me. His brain is the size of a small zucchini. Zucchini. Oh, say, can you say iguanodon? What? Let's try that again. Iguanodon. Iguanodon. So let's try iguanodon. What he did with this thumb, we think that we know. We think that he used it to jab at his foe. Now say Deinonychus. Terrible claw is what its name means. We think that this dinosaur hunted in teams. All right, I was today's years old when I know dinosaur names are pretty hard to say. Can you say Archaeopteryx? This fine feathered friend is the earliest known. This bird might have glided, the bird might have flown. One thing we must ask, and we must be quite firm, if this bird was so early. ... Did he catch the worm? You know, because the early bird gets the worm. Look at that. Looks like he did, huh? It's getting late now. I see night is falling. The museum is closing. Your mother is calling. Before you head home, dear Sally and Dick, I have a surprise that is really quite slick. This dino's the earliest cat that is known. No one has seen it. It's never been shown. It's super terrific. It stands here before us. Oh, say, can you say... Cat in the Hatosaurus? Look at that. That is quite funny. I was lucky to find this book. It's in mint condition. Again, part of the learning library, but not illustrated or written by Dr. Seuss.